you doing? Justin here. Today we are checking out a blues arrangement I call Boom Bass with Licks 1. Exciting title, hey? It's basically about having a regular bass line and interspersing it with lead guitar licks. The idea is that you can learn it as a set arrangement. I hope you'd enjoy playing it as it is, but I would encourage you to be improvising with it as well. We've got an awesome new integration over on the website that you might want to check out as well. You can record yourself playing the arrangement. It'll tell you if you're getting the notes right and if you're rushing or if you're dragging. You can use a kind of interactive tab player to repeat sections and stuff like that. Very, very useful tool. When you're learning an arrangement like this, one of the key things is making sure that you play it in time. Of course, when you're learning stuff, it might be a bit stop-starty, but make sure you stay aware of the rhythm. If you played this whole thing but you didn't keep the rhythm consistent, it just wouldn't work the same. It's really important that the listener can feel the groove even when you're playing the lead lines. It's not like you play the bass part in time and you just play the lead lines kind of willy-nilly, however you feel like it. It needs to be in time. That's not to say you can't change it, but even if you change it, you need to change it to something that is still in time. Okay, let's take it through one chunk at a time. This is just an all-time classic acoustic blues lick. Second finger starts on the second fret of the third string and slides up to the fourth. First finger then plays the third fret on the second string. Then second finger slides back to the second fret. Open third string. Second fret on the fourth string. Open. And back to the second fret, the root. Note that it starts on beat 2. So you're going to have 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. And notice how I'm practicing this, it's still in time. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Doing that kind of practice is much better than just going. Or, you know, just try and play it consistently. 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. But now let's put that bass part in. So we're having this 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1. So this is playing the thicker string twice on 2 and, then third fret, fifth fret, and then the open string. 2 and 3, 4, 1. That's the riff. Notice that we're doing a bit of palm mute here as well. You could play it. Adding that little bit of palm mute really improves the arrangement. It makes the bass part kind of sound separate to the lead guitar part, which I think gives it a really cool kind of call and answer response kind of a thing. So just use that outside bit of your palm there. So you get a nice, not too much, doesn't want to be dead. So you've got to find that little sweet spot. There we go. So again, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Practice that first bit again. 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1. And remember, if you're doing it real slow, that's fine. Just keep it in time. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1. The danger here when doing this sort of thing is playing the easy bits faster and the harder bits slower, and that's just a bad habit to get into. So do try and aim for the consistency there. So the second lead line, another classic kind of acoustic blues lick. Third fret open on the second string, second finger sliding back to the second fret on the third string, open, and then it's like the intro. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Notice that the beat is even. Okay, now let's put the first lick, then the riff, the second lick, and then the riff, so you can see how it all pieces together. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, text. Okay, very, very simple. Minor pentatonic, E minor pentatonic. 3 open, 3 open, 2 open. Back to here because we've moved to the A chord now, so we're finishing on an A note. And now the riff is moving over to the A as well. And I know that you could play this note here, the D, as an open string instead of up here, but I do think keeping it all on that same string kind of makes it easier for the thumb to play, and it kind of keeps it consistent as well, a consistent amount of palm mute and all of that sort of stuff. So even if it looks like it might not be the best fingering, I think it works pretty good. So we've got here 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 3, 0, 3, 0. Now here, well, you've got this second fret on the second string, third fret on the thinner string. You could use 2 separate fingers. Use fingers 1 and 2 to pluck it. Or I often just use the first finger like a little sweep and kind of up strum it. The danger, of course, you might get some extra open strings, but it's a blues. It's okay if there's a little bit of extraneous noise. And then there's the riff again. Now we've got, and again, this is just all-time classic. First finger, you could use these fingers as well. I tend to use first and second, but it doesn't really matter. First finger, third fret of the second string, second finger, fourth fret, 2 and 3 and 4. You've got that nice sliding back to there. B7. Now here, instead of going all on the same string, which would kind of sound better, I've gone for just to keep it in roughly the same part rather than ending up at the 7th fret and having a bit of a jump back. But you could choose to do the B that way if you like. Down to the A bass note. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1. 2 triplet, 3 and 4 and 1. Little flick off here. 2 triplet, 3 and 4 and 1. So from the B, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 triplet, 3 and 4 and 1. I sometimes putting a slide up to the 3rd fret. You can choose to do that or not. It's embellishment. 2 triplet, 3 and 4 and 1. Now the turnaround. 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3. We got a nice little section this. So we finished there. 3rd finger, 5th fret on the 5th string, and you're going to play the open thinner string at the same time. Then 4th fret, then 3rd fret, then 2nd fret. So you're playing the 2nd fret with the thinner string together, then open, 1st, little bit of a B7 there. 1st finger, 1st fret of the 4th string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret of the 5th string, and 3rd finger, 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And then we've got this nice open, 1st, 2nd finger, little hammer-ons, fingering and fret number are the same there. Then we're playing the 2nd fret on the 4th string. And then we're back to the riff. Okay, so that's one 12-bar blues sequence. Let's put all that together before we look at the second one. So here we go. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 2 and 3, 4, 1. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 2 and 3, 4, 1. 2 and 3 and 4, 1. 2 and 3, 4, 1. 2 and 3 and 4, 1. 2 and 3, 4, 1. 2 triplet, 3 and 4 and 1. 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3. 4 triplet, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1. So So I definitely encourage you to work on that first 12-bar blues sequence before you move on to the second one. Make sure you've got it under your fingers. You will learn a lot in the process. The second one, we've got a few, it's not that much harder, but a little bit harder. So the second section, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 1. Okay, just got a little less time from the riff to get to the lead line. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3. Okay, so second finger, 4th fret, 3rd string, 3rd fret, 5th fret on the 2nd string. You've got 2 curls there with the 1st finger, 3rd fret on the thinner string, and then to the 5th fret on the 2nd string. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1. Okay, just minor pentatonic straight down. 5th fret, 3rd fret on the thinner string, same on the 2nd string. 2nd finger sliding back to the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, then the open G, and then back to that note because we've now moved to the A. A. Okay, more just minor pentatonic, nothing difficult going on here. 4th fret on the 3rd string, then 3, 5 on the 2nd string, 3rd fret on the thinner string, back down the scale, finishing on the note E. So we go from the E riff. Okay, remember this is a bit of a jump, so we got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 1 and 2, and that's 7, 6, 5 chromatic, 8, 5 on string 2, 7, 4 on string 3, and then we've got the 4th fret on the 2nd string, which is part of our B chord. It kind of highlights the fact that the chord has changed to a B there. Just add that on to the A bar, so we've got this. Big jump. Now here, just using a little B7 here. This is this top part of that B7, commonly used by Big Bill Broonzy and Clapton. Probably just little up strums with the 1st finger, 2 on the B, and then moving it back to A. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. I like this lick. This is on the A. 3rd fret open, 3rd fret open on the thinner string, and then the 2nd string. And then when you go to continue to kind of down the blues scale, 3rd fret, 2nd fret open, you hit that thinner string. You can play it or slide that one as personal preference again. So let's go from the E. 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, rhythms here are a little bit more complicated than other parts of the tune, but it's not that hard. Just make sure you're aware of the count and do it nice and slowly. You know, print out the tab and write the count in if you think that that'll help you get it right. But and follow your eyes along with the tab as well. That can be really helpful. Let's go again from the E7. Make sure you got this down. So 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And we've got a classic turnaround here to finish. Okay, been used since Robert Johnson's time. Okay, 4th fret, 3rd fret, open, and then you move that shape down a fret, move it down again, and finish with a little E triad. It's not a difficult one. Probably using thumb 1, 2 with the fingering. And then we're using this little D7 chord, but it's upper fret, so it's actually a D sharp 7. And then move it up to the E and play that bass note. put that last 4 bars together. So from the B, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Notice that I'm using a rowl there at the end, which means I'm kind of gradually slowing down that turnaround. It really gives it the feeling that it's ending. Now, I've talked about this lots of times with these arrangements, but I would strongly recommend that you practice it in blocks and then put each of those blocks together. So you practice the first riff and the first bass note and just practice that, and then learn the second riff and the second bass line. Stick all of that together, learn the next bit, all of that together, next bit, so forth. Gradually build it up. Once you can play through it evenly at a slow tempo, you want to start working on the bits that you find the hardest. So if there's one little section that you always find awkward or you fall out of time, practice that one bit by itself. So you're bringing everything up to the same level, but still nice and slow. Once you're consistent all of the way through and it all feels about the same level of difficulty, then you can start speeding the track up to whatever speed that you want. Of course, I'm hoping that you're going to enjoy playing the arrangement as it is, but feel free to change it up and make it your own, change the licks around, add in your own. You know, the idea here is for you to learn to improvise with this style, to be able to make whatever licks that you know in there and then keep coming back to that bass note consistently. But that requires quite decent rhythmic awareness, which is what I'm hoping you're going to learn over the course of this arrangement. Have yourself an absolutely fantastic day, and I'll be back for more of these solo blues style pieces very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.